Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, November 15th. We're coming at you today. We had a dump yesterday. We had CPI data that came out. I warned you guys on Monday, be careful, watch out for Tuesday. Tuesday, we get a dump. Stock market's pumped though. There was a big thing going on with the Dixie was dropping, Bitcoin's dropping, crypto was dropping, and then out of nowhere, we started getting the stock markets just absolutely ripping on this while treasury bonds pulled back. A lot of things shook out yesterday economically. So we're going to be taking a look at some of that stuff today. We're going to talk about that. We're going to look and see what moved yesterday, what didn't move. Some things did not change to the downside at all yesterday. They continued to pull back up, keep going up. Didn't even have really a pullback. Caspa, let's go Caspa. And then, yeah, we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to get into some TAC where we're getting our support levels at and stuff. So thank you guys for joining me here. If you're new here, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and get that notification bell ring. If you've been here before and you're just coming back for a repeat performance of Piper Academy to get that knowledge, because knowledge is profit, then just hit that like button. I thank you guys for being here today, guys. New sponsor on the show, brought to you by Legendary Aviation Coffee. I got a link down in the description below. You guys can get 10% off on that. But no, I started drinking this coffee, guys. No bitterness, bougie AF coffee. It's delicious. So if you guys want to try a really good cup of coffee and change what you thought was good coffee, check out the link below. Shout out to Josh over there at Legendary Aviation Coffee, man. Epic coffee. Let's go ahead and talk about who I do the show with, because I haven't even brought him on camera yet. And it's important because this show is only 50% of a show without him. So, OC, what's up, dude? How you doing, man?
Brother, thank you so much for the very warm welcome. And doing great. Just drinking here, just like a sir, and excellent coffee there. Love it. It's been great. So thank you so much for that great suggestion. You know, I like my coffee as an espresso and also as a latte. So great body there. I mean, it has a great body, great taste. One of the best things I've ever tried it. So guys, if you have a
Awesome.
chance, try it.
Yeah, check it out below, guys. I don't get anything for it. I only can give you guys a 10%, and he gives me some coffee. But overall, I'm telling you, you guys won't go back to anything else. So let's talk about what we got going on in the markets today, guys. We're going to look at the economic data. We just had PPI. Without any further ado, so we can get into some charts. Shout out again to everyone that's joining us this morning. Thank you guys for being here. GIS, Crux and Crypto, Elo Brown, Eric Wallen, Lex Caliber. Who else did I miss? You? Crypto Billy, my man. Crypto Billy's in the house. Nancy Croy is in here. So if I missed you, Ninja Clock, Mr. J. If I missed anybody in here, my apologies, but let's go ahead and jump into the news. I want to get into the charts because it's going to be really important for us. Guys, today, looking at the cryptocurrency. Well, let me move that. There we go. Looking at the cryptocurrency on coin market cap, you can see that Bitcoin down 1.42% here today. Ethereum down 1.88% in the last 24 hours. BNB up 2.6%. So shout out to BNB holders out there. Solana, though, up 8%, up 42% for the week still, up 8% in the last 24 hours. Cardano up 0.5%, Doge down about 0.6. What else we got here in the top 10? Polygon down 1.26, Chainlink up 1.5. But guys, can we talk about the elephant in the room here? Oh, by the way, if you guys were watching yesterday when I told you that crypto.com had just gotten approved for to be an exchange in Dubai, and I said maybe check out Crowcoin. There you go. We not financial advice, but we did say it. We said it. It's like looking at Caspa here, guys, up 24.6% for the past 24 hours, guys. The past 24 hours. It is up 50% for the week. If you guys remember, over in the community on Investing Bros Discord, I was over there talking about, hey, I'm buying some Caspa, and I picked it up. That would have been on November 6th. So we'll take a look at where that was at and why I bought there, so that you guys can go, how did he do that? And how can I do that next time? Well, I'll show you how I saw that on the charts. Looking at the liquidations here, guys, on the 24-hour coinglass.com. In the past 24 hours, 71,069 traders were liquidated. Total liquidations coming in at over $300 million. The largest single liquidation order happened on OKX. It was a Bitcoin to USDT swap at $9.45 million in a single liquidation. One trade, $9.5 million liquidated. So yeah, I still want to know who these people are, man. Take a look at PPI data here this morning on the economic calendar. Came out this morning um, about an hour ago. I know this says 7:30. It's not. It was actually 6:30. I got to fix the time on here. Anyway, this came out about an hour ago, guys. PPI data here was previously at 0.4 tenths of 4 tenths of a percent, 0.4%. The consensus is that it was going to be up still at 0.1% for month over month. It was going to go up. The price index, the producer price index, was going to be up, right? Or inflation. It actually dropped 0.5%. So again, better than expected economic data, right? Just like the CPI yesterday. Retail sales, they thought it was going to drop by 0.3% or be neutral. Actually came in right in the middle, -1. But I did tell you guys last month that the orders were down and that the labor force did not see a big jump, which meant that they were not doing a bunch of holiday hiring. I said it is likely we're going to have lower retail sales. Told you guys that last month. Well, there you go. That did happen, but it was not as bad as what they thought. Looking at the core PPI month over month, came in neutral. They thought this was going to be higher. Actually came in neutral. So inflation, again, good report. Did not have a big change on that. So um Caspa broke 10% resistance. Let's go take a look at that real fast. Got to take a look at Caspa here, guys, because it's a thing. It's a thing. Let me pull it over here. Caspa, where are you? In discovery mode. I'm out of here, bro. Oh, good lord. So while I'm over here, and I'll go in deeper on this in a minute. But if you go back and look at November 6th, it was this range right here. I had these phase golden pockets on here. Let me turn off all the other indicators so you can see. I had these phase golden pockets here. And what I did is I did a trend-based extension, because that's pretty much what you got to do when you have price in ranges that don't exist. I don't know why that's all the way over there, but okay. There we go. Yeah, this all moved on me. I don't know how. There we go. So yeah, when you have this new trend, higher high, higher low, then you have to go into that. And if we go back on the 6th of November, I don't know what happened here. Was it on log? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, guys, what I did was oh, here we go. There we go. There we go. What I did was I bought this on November 6th. We were getting a lot of play over in the levels. And these levels are not right. I'm going to have to redo them. I think it was right. I just had the bottom moved. This is why you lock your indicators, people. Right here. There we go.
In there,
Yeah,
got
because
that.
it was on the phase line, on the phase extension of the golden pockets when I bought. And I was like, look, this is getting a lot of resistance here. A lot of support, I mean, on this line. Let's go ahead and buy it there. I picked it up 10 grand worth, I believe it was. I told everybody over in the community. Eric Wallen, especially, he got in with me. But yeah, guys, we're now moving over 10 cents. When things are in price discovery, there's no recent history for resistance. And Caspa's absolutely tearing off. Shout out to Crypto Archie for getting me in on this one. He's the one that's been calling it out for over a year. So yeah, looking great there, guys. Let's get back to that news real fast. I just wanted to pull that up because we are in over 10 cents, and now the sky's the limit on this thing, guys. Um, so looking at the X marks the spot here. Here we go. Bookmarks. So we had PPI data yesterday. We had good PPI data today. We had CPI data yesterday. If we take a look here and see what we got, this is the Fed Watch tool broken out into a chart to give you the likelihood of increases or decreases, staying static, no change, unchanged Fed rates, right? Guys, just in, futures now show a 0% chance of any additional rate hikes with rate cuts starting in May of 2024. So if you go ahead and look here, 5 right there on May, that is going to be the first time of a rate cut right there coming in May. We have our first one. So, because right now we're in this 525 to 550, that rate cut would be the 500 to 525. And it looks like in May, we have a higher likelihood of a rate cut than not. So, rate cuts were expected to begin in June originally. Um, and prior to yesterday morning CPI report, there was a 30% chance of at least one more rate hike ahead. Now the markets are pricing in at least four rate cuts in 2024. So let's go. This is going to make people feel very risk on. We saw that yesterday with the stock market. Uh, did not see that with crypto, but maybe that day is today. If we can get above some key levels, and there's a reason that I said on the thumbnail, is there more pain to come? Right now, people are not feeling the whole crypto jump. They really want to get into um, the stock markets and get out the treasury bonds. Will they eventually go back to the little bit higher risk crypto space when they see things like Casper tearing off? We'll look and see. Just going to touch on the headline here. I know T-Shroom talked about this morning on Investing Bros. Shout out to the bros over there. This is an article. The Delaware authorities, they have reported the person that made the fake BlackRock XRP filing. He filed and they have his name, and now it is a DOJ case. A bogus entity registration caused an XRP price hike on Tuesday. BlackRock said it did not register an entity for iShares XRP Trust, and the matter is now with the DOJ. So, yeah, maybe this guy will actually get hammered. And I'm pretty sure this dude had a bunch of XRP, created this fake exchange, listed it, waited till someone did it. As soon as it pumped up, he sold. I think he's going to get hit pretty hard, potentially, if depending on how they frame that case. So, House approved spending plan. Just so you guys know, we had all these things coming up this week that were bad. The PPI, the CPI, the federal government shutdown this week. Started into the week with this. That was the warning on Monday. Well, PPI, good. CPI, good. House approved spending plan easing the risk of a government shutdown. This might be the 1,142nd government shutdown that's been averted in the past 5 years. Republican Speaker Mike Johnson draws broad Democratic support. Biden expected to sign the measure once it passes by Senate. So I'm not going to go into the politics here, but yeah, government shutdown, most likely not happening now. U.S. presidential hopefuls, while we're on the subject of politics, U.S. politics hopefuls rally against a digital dollar ahead of 2024. So the CBDC not in their favor, and we are actually getting some candidates stepping up that are going, hey, what about those crypto people over there? They hate the CBDC, and so do a lot of people that like freedom. So, hey, I gave little Timmy $10 to take the trash down to the road for me yesterday, and I made sure that it was in CBDC so that the IRS can go and get him. Hold on, coffee break. Mm,
No, I mean,
so
I think
smooth.
you are completely right. They're just kind of like a. This is what we call things in Mexico when they start to get so overwhelmingly on managing or taking care of your money. That is terrorism. That is
Right?
how we call it here in Mexico. Yeah, financial terrorism.
It is absolutely. And so, yeah, the U.S. presidential hopefuls rally against the digital dollar. So there might be some people, speaking our language up there. We'll see. However, right now it still looks like Trump is in the lead on the Republican Party, and while I love his policies, I don't know that he's the most presidential person. Key word there in president. I would like to see. I would like to see some either more crypto support from Trump or from one of these other officials to actually get some better policies. CBDC is great, but hey, can you get our unemployment down to as low as what it was? That would be awesome. Let's go and take a look at this one here, guys. This is why you take profits. Rolex Paytech prices hit fresh 2-year lows. So if you want to get a Rolex, if you have recently sold a Rolex on Twitter, and someone bought it because they were trying to help you out, they may not have gotten a good deal. Just saying. No names included in that comment. Luxury watch prices decline again in October as supply climbs. Subdial sees further downside pressure on watch prices. So, yeah, if you guys are looking to get a Rolex, get them before everybody and their mother has made money on this crypto run. And then you too can have a Rolex that if you ever get in trouble and need money, you can always sell your Rolex on Twitter. So, so jump over here. B10X said, I love the setup, guys. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it, man. Um, let's look at this one, and we're going to talk about this one before we get off of the scene here. Guys, BlackRock issues a warning. USDT and USDC stablecoins put Bitcoin at risk. This is what he says there. Cardano, look at you. Look at the Cardano Luna Classic. Sorry, it's got to look at the ticker here. It's so beautiful. Garbage. Solana remains to be seen. Still don't trust it. Trust the price pump. Trust the chart. Trust my TA. Not sure I still trust that there's not some things going on behind the scenes on there. So, BlackRock, the leading asset manager in traditional finance, has issued potential risk associated with stablecoins for investors considering its proposed iShare Bitcoin spot exchange ETF. We'll just call it. There you go, right there. Despite BlackRock's significant involvement in the crypto industry, such as pursuing a Bitcoin spot ETF and registering an Ethereum trust, it now emphasizes concerns regarding the impact of stablecoin price fluctuation on the ETF's performance. Um, OC, how many times has USDT and USDC actually fluctuated in the past 5 years? A
I
handful?
would say
A
that, I don't
handful of
know.
times?
Yeah, I mean, no more than maybe five or something that really matter.
Yeah,
And we're talking about 98 cents,
yeah,
95
yeah.
cents or
And look
something
how
like
many
that.
times, and look how many times the Dixie has absolutely just pumped or dumped and caused market flush outs and market rush ins. I'm just saying, man. Yeah, OC is living in a spaceship right nowadays. He's actually flying to his new home, and he will have his new home to broadcast from here soon. So there you go. BlackRock raises the alarm, and guys, we're going to talk about this, and then I've got a theory about this. Basically, let's just sum it up. BlackRock highlights that past events have shown that these digital assets can experience significant price movements, which in turn can affect the value of Bitcoin. The concern stems from incidents involving Tether's operators on February 17, 2021 and October 15, 2021, where legal actions were taken due to false claims that the reserves were not fully backed by US dollars. So let's talk about this for a second. Can I have a theory? OC, what if? What if BlackRock is putting all this FUD out about USDC and Tether to show support to the federal government so that the federal government has a foundation to go, we can't use these digital coins. They shouldn't be allowed to be used. Everyone that wants to do digital anything needs to use our CBDC. BlackRock, we know you want these ETFs approved. We're going to need you to show some support to the CBDC realm so that we can get rid of the competitors of CBDCs and then we'll approve your ETF. Is this possible, OC?
I don't know. I just think that you might be pushing it a lot. I mean, I think BlackRock is just, I don't know, wouldn't do that, right? But like,
They're a totally legit company with no malicious intent at all to the people, man. They care more about the little guy than they do about their bottom dollar. I know, you're right. I'm just crazy. No, seriously though. I mean,
yeah.
they are taking a while to approve that ETF, and it should have been approved a while ago. Um, BlackRock really has never came out and said much at all on anything to do with stablecoins. And out of the blue, they're doing this right as we're coming into that window where CBDCs are a serious conversation with the federal government. So I don't know. Is the timing a little coincidental, or could there be some malicious underlying intent for BlackRock or for the federal government here? I would not write anything off for any of those people. So, what are your thoughts on that, bro?
So again, this is gonna be only my opinion, guys, just to make sure of that. But I believe that everything is around business. So whenever anybody is making big bills, I mean, look at what happened also with FTX, right? Where was that money going to actually? What happened with the politicians? Well, then now that there's the opportunity for an ETF and also being backed up by this huge company, just like you mentioned, if we get rid of stable coins, well, then we could have a place instead of a stable coin, a real coin, and that real coin now being maybe the digital dollar, the actual digital dollar. Well, then they could be promoting it much more stable, much more this, much more that. But at the end of it all, it will be like going into so much detail on what you do with your money. And I think one of the whole points of crypto is to start setting some wait, this is a barrier for you, the government, to me, the people. Where is my financial freedom? Where is my financial rights? How much am I willing to let you into the kitchen or into my bedroom in order to kind of like look through my spending habits, right, or habits?
Our little Timmy makes sure that he gets taxed for his $10 per week that he makes from taking people's trash down in his community. Make sure you get those tax dollars, IRS. Speaking of the IRS, don't know if you guys saw this yesterday. However, in this government aversion shutdown bill that came through, yes, they got the funding for the IRS, and the IRS actually, I just read past 40 new focused policies for the next tax year. So there you go. If you guys are out there in the crypto world, make sure that you have all your data. Make sure you get someone that knows crypto taxes, and make sure you file your taxes, because I believe next year the IRS, they're coming out guns blazing, maybe literally, on people and their taxes with crypto. So be careful, man. Let's go ahead and jump into the charts, OC, and let's talk about the charts. Let's do that. Guys, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. Always helps us out on the algorithm. We're trying to grow this channel. If the channel grows to something major, fantastic. If it doesn't, I'm here every day anyways. I'm still going to keep doing this. However, it makes it a lot more fun when I've got a room full of people. So I don't need this channel to survive. I don't need to shill anything to survive. All you guys are going to do is get honest content and TA every day, with a little bit of insight and perspective. I got some wisdom. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two. Let's go and check out Bitcoin to see where we're at with that, guys. This is why I said there's the more pain coming. And I want to show you guys what's going on here. So we rejected on Bitcoin anyways at the golden pocket. It was already in that range, moving to the side here. We're on a 4-hour chart, just so you're tracking. Why are you not drawing? It is supposed to be drawing, and it's not drawing. Uh, there we go. Nope, still not doing it. I may have to restart my, I may need to restart my trading view. Go ahead and pull your charts up. I'll restart my trading view, OC. This is why we got backup. We got a team, man. Move forward, push.
So, picking up on when Army left, it's basically Bitcoin. Look at that. We rejected out of a huge, very high order block right there. And I'm using Chart Prime Pro indicators at this point, but we're gonna be moving to the free indicators. Why? Because I do have a couple of positions in here, and also I believe Bitcoin might be leading the way. So again, Piper, whenever you're ready, you just let me in or switch the
Yeah, do your
screen.
thing, bro.
But
Do your
look
thing. Break it down.
Perfect, perfect. So as you can see, we have this line in here, and I know I bring up this mess, but look at that line that we had there. It's the same line or very close to the line that Piper was showing. Look at that. It is not about the breakout. Then we go for the big support. It's about the retest. So we are in a way losing a trend line that we had from all the way down here. All right. What do we have up here? Again, we have what is this? This is, oh, come on, come on. Here we go. Let me just clear this up. This is a train assistance for the ones that don't know. It's part of the market article. It is right here, the prime train assistance that is telling us when an early shift could be happening and also acting as a rejection here. So let me show you guys also something else that could be happening, which is my head and shoulder lines. All right, so for this, let me bring this up. And first of all, show you what we were talking last or yesterday. All right, this trend line that was drawn here. Look at where are we impacting. All right, and remember yesterday, guys, I show you my alerts, which they are all gone because I already have taken some positions, and I let you know where I was entering. In fact, I did enter right here, and I got it right here. My entry point, it is um 30, no, wait, that is not it. Oh, 35, 104. So just so you keep tracking that. All right, so basically everything moving fine, but we could be in a phase of a rejection here, so we need to be very, very careful. And also because of the oscillator, it's all the way down here, so we want to see either break of that zero line back into the upside to keep having some momentum, so something like that. So let's hope that we have at least that bit of a little bit more of that run. And I believe that we could be having that based on other cryptos. Remember that DNA analysis that we did previously? I think we can go visit it back, but I want to jump back into Piper to see what you got, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. So I got that back up here. Piper, can you tell me if Clean Spark is bottom yet? We'll look at Eric Wallen's. We'll look at that in a second, Eric. And then Investing Bros is in the house. Yo, yo. Let me hit that vape, bro. There's Investing Bros. Shout out to those guys, man. If you guys don't follow them, you should. And I think most of you do. But if you don't, you really should. They are awesome. If you saw the tweet yesterday, I owe everything that I have right now to the Investing Bros, I believe. So let's check this out, guys. Looking here at Bitcoin, as I was saying, we've been fighting this 0.66 up here at $37,000. We were pretty much sitting there and coming down from that anyways, and then we had the massive dump that kicked off yesterday on that CPI data. Everyone went risk off. It really looked like people were moving over from the crypto into stocks. There was a transfer there of what people were doing. We broke this trend line that I showed you. I said, look, we got these previous trend lines here too. We could come down, hit the 618 for a bounce. Well, this candle from that movement and everything getting shorted. Don't forget $300 million, a majority of that in Bitcoin yesterday. That was longs liquidated. When things are going down, and people have stop losses set for longs, right? So they got a stop loss below, and it keeps hitting all those stop losses all the way down. There's a collapsing trickle effect that occurs there, cascading effect of sell-off that just starts to get triggered. And that's what happened there. We broke that 618, and it looked like we were coming down to my previous trend and support line, which actually OC yesterday after the show said, I think if we break that 618, we could be heading down to that white line on your chart. I said, this one? He said, yeah, that one. And I said, oh yeah, I could see that. That would absolutely be a good spot for a bounce. Well, we pretty much made it there. Just shy. Let's see. This is 34,759, and that white line is 627. So less than $100 to that white line is where we wicked down to, and then we started to come back up. We had a little fight right here. Oh, dang it. Look, lock your stuff, people. Don't be an Army Piper. Lock your indicators. So we had the overlays. I mean, we had a little fight here to get back above it, and once we did, we came back, punched through this trend line, and now, right now, we are retesting it. Overall, this chart looks bullish to me. What I'm seeing is we've proven resistance that we broke back as support. That's done. Check. We did get oversold. We had the green momentum dot. We had the ribbon twist and a lot of cloud to still move through coming out of that bullish zone. Check. We've got good Heikenhashi candles going on here. No wicks on them. We're coming out of below that 70% range. So we're coming out of oversold on the RSI primed. We are getting curvature on the Ichimoku oscillator here and coming back towards the cloud. It is red right now, tracking that. We could just as easy, and this is part of my bearish scenario, come and bounce back off of that, and this could punch back through. This could be high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, set a new lower low. Very possible. Don't forget, we still got this long-running trend line over here sitting at about $33,000 that we could be coming back to test. How far back does that go, Piper? Well, I'm glad you asked, OC. We have it back here as resistance coming back quite a ways, and this could be the target that we're going for back here. So keep that in mind. I'm getting text messages from Sonic. They're trying to get me to buy their horrible, horrible fattening food. This goes all the way back to 11 May of 2022. And so we could be coming back down to visit that. I would not be surprised to see that. Keep in mind, we do tend at some points randomly around the year come back and just, ironically come and test these 200-week moving average or this 50-week moving average or this 100-week moving average. We're way above this. Um, we could get a test. Now, mind you, it could take place later in the year, looking at like January or something where these have started to come over here and we come back and test them back at this line. Anything's possible, but guys, we are way, way up above these things. Nothing's really been retested lately. And so it would not be out of the realm of possibility to see some of these ranges wick down to. You might want to set some limit orders, not financial advice, but it's something that I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be looking at these levels and going, I'm going to put a little, 10% add in here, little 10% add in here. If it gets picked up, fantastic. If it doesn't get picked up, then I buy on other pullbacks like we had yesterday, and I did buy a bunch yesterday. If you guys follow me on X, you saw that I picked up about $30,000 worth of crypto yesterday to add to my portfolio. So overall, yes, I'm still very, very bullish on crypto space. But guys, right now, I cannot deny that with all this data coming out, what we saw yesterday with CPI and stuff moving into stocks, because markets open, we are getting a pullback on Nvidia right now out of my platinum pocket. I want to jump over here real fast. We had movement yesterday and everything went into the big seven, big time, right? We are getting a pullback on today's candle. That is starting to cool off. Tesla getting another pullback here this morning on the 4-hour candle. Matter of fact, I can even bring this into the hourly and you'll see that right here is where we are right now. And this is going to be at 6 o'clock this morning right there, coming down, wicked up, and it looks like we're now fighting with this 50 for support. Looking at Amazon, down today. Looking at Google, down today. Is this money going to move over into crypto since yesterday it really moved out of crypto and over into those stocks? It's going to be dependent upon this guy. And this guy today, after that fall that it had yesterday, is saying, I feel like going up. I caught this 50-week moving average. It's time to go up. And that's what it looks like it's doing today. So you can see gold pulling down today, Dixie coming up. If we take a look at Bitcoin, this little pullback that we had right now, not as significant as what we're seeing on other things like stocks right now, like gold, or like the inverse of Dixie to the upside. So, yes, overall, still bullish, but you've got to be aware of the possibility that there could be more pain coming as people start to get more risk on, but they look for things that are a little safer. It's kind of like I want to go swimming, and it looks like there's a way. It looks like we can go swimming here, but I want to go swimming. I'm not really sure about the waves and the tidal riptides right now. So I'm just going to go into my knees, right? That's what a lot of people are doing right now, and they're going with the more safe, the safer. YouTube's trying to silence us. The major lag. Is there a major lag? Yeah, guys, restart
Like
your
it.
YouTube. Yeah, restart your YouTube if you guys are having that issue. It's been going on with lately with YouTube on Investing Bros. Also, it's something to do with that trying to push ads in on people. I don't know. Just restart, come back. It'll be okay. I'll still be here. I'll give you guys a minute while I'll give you guys a minute to come back in while I'm doing this. It's not on my end. My signal looks like it's fully strong, and I'm not getting any lag from OC. OC 1 2 3 4. Can I get a check?
Perfect. Checking
Yep. Yeah.
one, two,
So
three,
we're good on
four.
this end,
Perfect.
and we're broadcasting from Cozumel, Mexico, to El Paso, Texas. So, which is pretty much Mexico. Let's go take a look at Ethereum here. Uh, yeah, YouTube's messing up bad lately, guys. I apologize if anybody's having issues out there. If you have not restarted your stuff, then do so. But that's what it's doing. It is not playing well with others right now. Taking a look at same time as yesterday. Well, there you go. Taking a look here at Ethereum, guys. Ethereum underneath that 50. Again, lost support, not getting back above that support yet. Still a little bearish on this, despite what all the oscillators are saying. So, moving over to Chainlink. Looking over the Chainlink, we are getting a bounce here off of that golden pocket, moving up, getting a little pullback in the last 4 hours, but I am watching for the 786 to be its resistance level. Lowered the quality and it helped. I will watch the replay. It's a very bad lag. Maybe I'll check tomorrow what my broadcast level is. It might just be too much for some of the internet out there or some of the cell data. So I might be pushing a little bit too high of a frequency quality. So I'll check it tomorrow. Might drop it down to a 2K instead of a 4K, guys. Will this week's BTC close be above or below 35K? Looking at this right now, you guys are voting it as a 50-50. We'll keep looking at that. We'll close it out at the end of the show. Looking at Matic here, let's go over and pull up some Matic. Matic, guys, pumped up and hit its 100-week moving average. We had hit it back here earlier this week. We now have hit that 100-week exponential moving average. Wow, interesting. So it's better now. Good to go. We are right now in the bottom of my trade box that I had up here for a long time. I said, this is your target. We were talking about it way back here on the golden pocket. It's like, look, if we can get up here and prove this, we're going to be heading for this target. If you guys had been watching this whole time and following Piper Academy, you'd have the knowledge to get the profit. We are right now testing the bottom of this yellow box here, this T box that we had here for a while. So hopefully this can hold. Matic not looking bad. Matic does not have the pullback. Elo Brown fixed it. Elo Brown fixed it. He said to fix the trailer problem, you just have to hit the like. The more that you hit the like, the less lag there is. So there you go, guys. If you haven't done the like button, that would be your issue. Look at here, Matic. We did not have the pullback on all the oscillators that we saw. Look, we're still sitting high on the oscillator, still looking healthy on the Ichimoku, and the Oscillator Pro is sitting right above the about 75% line. Excuse me. Not bad manners, just good coffee. If you look and see here what we had going on here, I could see us coming back and hitting the support line here, maybe getting a bounce, but that would still be bullish. But right now, as long as we hold the box, we're good. The T box is holding it up. Oh, Cardano! I looked at this morning, guys. This is a head and shoulders pattern that we could be building here on Cardano right now. And this is a bad thing for those that don't know. Head and shoulders, you got a left shoulder over here. It is always going to be shorter than the head. The head comes up, and then you get a right shoulder. The breakout line of this is that blue line running across the bottom. So if we go and we grab that and we measure from the top of that to the breakout line and bring this in right to here, you can see it's coming back to the 236 for the target on a breakout to the downside off of this head and shoulders. Christian Major, what's up, Mr. Major? How you doing, bro? Major Payne in the house. Glad to have you here, man. He's from over in our Chart Prime community, so always glad when I see people from the communities over here. Looking here, though, guys, we are looking at that 236 as a target. We're going to be keeping a close eye on this and hoping that this does what Bitcoin and Caspa did recently, where we had the good left shoulder, we had a good head, and then it came up and it went wham and just took off out of nowhere. That's what happened with Bitcoin when I had a head and shoulders on it. It's what happened when I had one on Caspa. Crypto Archie was like, bro, but Bitcoin just had that recently too, and it broke out to the upside. And I said, yes, it did. And then Casper did the same thing. So shout out to Archie. He, questioned everything, as they say over on Crypto Wars, question everything, trust nothing, and hodl like it's hot. My boys over there debate crypto Crusader and Keeper. So yeah, hopefully this is an Archie moment, and Archie, an Archieism of question everything happens, and you guys can question this ADA head and shoulders, and we don't come back down to 28.5 cents. But keep an eye on this, folks. I went ahead and put it on here because if I put it on, it won't happen. So yeah, there we go. Let's look at Solana. Solana had a lot of movement yesterday, guys. It came down, it hit and retest on my red box. How long have I had this box on here? Well, OC, I'm glad you asked. I've had this box on here going back to 30 September. And now we've
Seems
retested
like
it.
I don't quit asking questions.
Hey, I got you, OC. I know what you're thinking. How long's
Yeah,
that box been on there? A long time, OC. We also hit that 100-week moving average there and got the bounce up. We are above the 382 yesterday. Solana did a Caspa and it said, "Yeah, I don't really care about everybody selling off right now. Come join me." Again, some strange stuff going on here. Uh, OC, what do you got? I think I pretty much got through all of the big ones. Oh no, AVAX. Got to look at AVAX. Guys, AVAX right
oh
now.
yeah.
Avalanche has pumped up into the platinum pocket also. That's where we are with that. If you just wanted to know, we had great entries right here in the golden pocket on a retest. We did have a little fake out. It happens. And then bam. This is the liquidity grab, by the way. Somebody wanted to come back and grab liquidity just past that wick, and it became a nice little entrance when they got it down there. They entered in and it moved back up, and they picked up everyone's stop losses and said, "Thank you for playing." That's what happened there. You guys got to be careful on those trades. Got to be careful on those stop losses. Something that I do. I want to point this out. Something that I do a lot of times. If I'm looking at this and I'm getting in on a trade here, and I go, I'm going to put my stop loss back behind this wick. I will do 50% of my entrance for my long there, and I'll put the other 50% of my entry at where I would put a stop loss and then move the stop loss down even more because I got half my entry at that stop loss level. Look, if this came back and hit there, I had 50%. I had 50%. My average entry is here and never got stopped out. I'm just saying that's how you got to look at these trades sometimes. Try to think how the market movers are going to move the market and why they would want to go grab that liquidity. Where are they going to grab that liquidity? Make your second entry there. So, OC, what do you got, bro? Bring it up on the charts. Let's go.
Perfect. Absolutely. So I want to touch back on Bitcoin because I mentioned, and let me show you guys what I was drawing. I was drawing this rejection here, and I mentioned we're gonna go back and take a look at the DNA analysis that we have done previously because I really want to touch back on that because
Hold
something
on,
else might be
OC,
happening.
OC, hold on. I have got to address Eric Wallen. Bro, I did not tell you to sell your ADA. You shut your mouth. Go ahead.
Absolutely. So, let me show you something. First of all, remember, and this go from members of a CP Discord because we learned there that we usually have two plans, Plan A and Plan B. Just in case everything goes wrong, we are prepared and we have a contingency plan. All right. So the first thing I'm looking here is where's my big resistance. My big resistance will be here, so I will keep having a closer look to this area. All right. Overall, and let me show you if I go to daily or weekly, overall, remember where is my previous targets. All right. So despite that I could be having a rejection here following the bigger plan, where do I have most of my things happening? So as you can see, I am looking at this region of the market. And going back to, for example, the 4 hour. Well, then, where will this maybe take me? Well, this could be maybe another kind of like a trend line here, the one that I was kind of like a drawing, but now updating. All right, so let me just take this one off. And this could be just a fake out for a trend, maybe kind of finding back support and finally breaking through. Or even if we are making through the zero line like talking here, we grab the liquidity from here, go for the retest, and off we go. All right. So that's why I have my eyes glued to the oscillator down here. All right. Going back into the DNA analysis. So what's happening with the rest of the coins? I'm talking about the FTT, not because I like the coin, but because previously it gave us a very accurate movement to follow, all right, and then to jump back up. So basically that was the same pattern that we were looking at. So what is the pattern now that we can see all across the crypto market? Let's take a look at, for example, so look at that. Beautiful. Same rejection, all right, same bounce zone. Look at that breakthrough retest, and then off we go through the value area high. All right, number three resistance right here, which is a fairly large resistance, and also we can see that right now we are rebuilding a new order blocking here. Also, on the part of the free indicators, let's take a look at our oscillators because I think they are showing the same story here. So if I take a look at what's happening on my squeeze momentum, let's see what's happening from this candle. As you remember, whole red is overall bearish, but we can divide that bearishness between increasing momentum and decreasing that momentum. So if we're finding big support on the 55 EMA right here and then decreasing the momentum, well then we are start rising. Something important that might be happening here, and let me clear this up. It is that look at my ADX is showing strength, a little bit of that strength on the reduction on that bearishness. All right, so we're moving up. But if we keep going up on the ADX and then we start plotting green candles, this could have a much bigger reaction. All right. So again, this reaction I don't think is going to come without a retracement. So we could be having a little bit of a retracement route somewhere around there. All right. So we're seeing that we are completing that breakthrough to the previous order block. All right. Let's take a look at AVEX. Same thing. Look at that. Very much, very alike like FTT. Look at that. So we have the previous pump, we have the retracement, we have the trend line. All right, what happened with that trend line? Well, then we found support very close to the 55. Looking at the squeeze momentum, same story, going for that little range that in the case of FTX was a little bit bigger. All right, and then finally breakthrough, retest, and off we go. And I guarantee you, because I haven't looked at it, that we could be having right there some big resistance. And if I start turning on stuff in here, we'll see that we have, let me remove this so we can see it, a premium zone with this is a previous COC or break of structure aligned there. So we are looking at maybe a double top, all right, or a fake for a double top, but we are increasing on momentum. So again, if we look at something like the RSI Prime in here, or our oscillator, in here on chart prime oscillator, we see that we made it through back through that zero line, basically staying above. Guys, quick and pro tip. Look at how the oscillator is hovering above the zero line, which means that we do have the momentum. Look at when the oscillator mostly hovers below the zero line. Look at that, beautiful. So there's another quick tip for you guys there. All right, let's just wrap it up with optimism, which is doing the exact same thing. So remember, this is exactly. So, guys, opportunity here. Opportunity here. This is not financial advice, but something here has not yet happened that hasn't happened on the previous
Oh, oh,
DNA
oh,
analysis.
oh.
What's up?
Is it
What's
the
that, Piper?
is it the retest?
Yeah, you got the sound, please. Play it.
There you go.
Absolutely, guys. So this is an opportunity, possibility. All right, this is not financial advice. We need to take a look at, for example, our squeeze momentum, how it's looking in this. So look at that. We have a very, very shy bearishness happening here. All right. So as we might have another bar of the histogram, we could be seeing that retest, and if we hold it, keep going up. That's why the DNA analysis, of what I call the DNA analysis, all right, is a very powerful way to look at the coins. Let's just finish this one up and look at what's happening. Just breaking through that trend line. Again, another opportunity maybe on its way right now. Again, remember, as Piper on mentioned, just like in the on the other show, which is how is that show called? Trust nothing. Oh, question everything. Trust nothing. Right.
Yep,
So just
that's
calling
it.
that one back. So we are planning for a plan B. What's the plan B? Maybe finding a retrace. Remember, in case if everything goes wrong, you have your next analysis ready to go. Just like we set up alarms in case everything would have gone all the way to a very strong bouncing point, and it did, and we entered there. So again, look at that same analysis happen here. So what can we expect out of Bitcoin? All right. So first of all, I am expecting a break through the zero line. I am expecting a liquidity grab
You
out
got
of
it.
this order block.
You got to clean up some spaghetti on there, bro. You got spaghetti all over that plate.
Oh, oh shoot. Yes, I do. I do. It's just, I mean, I just do so many things that I might be a little bit Italian here. I don't know. All right, so let's clean this up. So again, what I'm looking at, it's gonna be this. I'm gonna be painting it blue, so it could be standing out. All right, something like this, because I am aiming for a bigger movement here. That if we take a look at the fear and greed index that we talked about yesterday, we are jumping into greed, but not extreme greed. And with all of the news pumping up and data coming out great, I think just a tiny bit more, the perfect storm conditions for market makers might be there, and we could be having
Absolutely.
some big movements. All right, let me
Absolutely.
wrap it up with something else. It's not crypto guys, but the ones that have been following super microcomputers and also our Twitter. Look at that. I was publishing 13 hours ago where I was taking TP number 2. Remember that together took TP number 1 right here. Oh, sorry, right up here, making almost a 2x, no leverage. And then right here, I was taking my next taking profits. Right now, Piper, would you have a friendly advice, non financial advice for me to set maybe a TP3 or maybe how not to lose if this keep pumping?
Yes, OC, thank you for asking. Um, guys, not
Yeah.
financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. However, when I'm looking at entries on trades, we're looking for exits on trades, and you got the price moving up. You're like, oh man, it's getting up there. Like for example, perfect example. Let's go talk about Caspa right now. Okay, Casper right now is breaking phase 5 golden pocket, right? We're hitting 11.2 cents right now. Caspa absolutely rocketing up on this last 4 hour candle. Now, me personally, do your own research. I don't plan on getting out of Caspa for uh, like another 18 months plus. This is a hodl for me through this entire bull run. However, if you guys are like, man, I've made so much money, Caspa's up 25% today alone, right? I'm going to go ahead and I need to take some profit here and protect it, right? You can close out like 25% or 50% or, leave some in there. You can always close out and go, hey, this might still go up another 10x from here. Why don't I go ahead and close out 50% and I'll leave 50% in there. And if it comes back down to 50% of where I bought in. So where did I buy in at? Let's go back here because now that all of my stuff reset, it all fell back in line where it's supposed to be at. November 6th is when I bought, guys, right here. We were getting support on the phase 2. That's where I bought. I can go like this and go, all right, let's go and do a measurement from where I bought in to where it is now. That's a 76% move. Shout out to me. If I go 36% down on that, well, about say like 40%, right? 40% down on that. Well, 40% up move on that because you can't go down the other way. There we go. 40% move is going to be right in the range of here. So we got good support here. So let's go and add a support line in here. We're going to do it right here. And I'm going to go ahead and say, look, if I get 50% out now and I close 50% profit here, I'm going to set an alert here. And if I break this, I'm going to let the other 50% run. But if I break this, I've obviously broke my phase 4. I'm back down here and I've lost the support level that was here. Let me go ahead and close out the rest of it there now too. The rest of it here. But if it keeps going, then I'm just going to leave that 50% in there. And maybe when it gets to another key level, like, I don't know, the 20 cent mark, maybe then I'll close out that other 50% half, which would be another 25%. I've still got 25% in, and I've taken profit on 75% of my trade. That is a good way to still keep exposure um, and take profit. But as I told you guys a second ago, do not plan on selling Caspa at all until this bull run is running through. I'm probably going to be watching Crypto Archie in the chat right now to see when I should probably be taking some profit on this because this man has wisdom beyond his years. If you guys don't follow Crypto Archie on YouTube, he's been calling out these tokens like this for well over a year. He was talking about Caspa over a year ago. So if you were watching him, you would have been in on this. Shout out to the man. Um, Crux and Crypto said, I need 9 cents, 9 cent Caspa and hello. I don't know that you're going to see 9 cents again, bro. It is absolutely just rocking over there. So, DCA, this is why we DCA. So there we go. That's Caspa. Let's go ahead and jump out here to some of these favorites that we had. Eric Wallen asked me to look at Clean Spark, so I'm going to do that. I appreciate them for putting that request in earlier and giving me something to do. Here we go. Yeah, Caspa getting a good run here. You can see we had broken below the golden pocket. We were getting a lot of rejection on there as resistance. We've now broken back up through, retested right there, retested. I don't know why this keeps doing this. I have my style set. You are supposed to be a 0.66. Don't do that. Don't do that. 0.66. There we go. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I have a template saved for this. But yeah, we came down, retested back here. Well, now it was on the 6.5, but I like the 6.6 just so you guys know. We're right now breaking above that 0.618 there, guys. And we are pushing up to the dynamic reactor. Be watching right here. We have a trend assistant. Pay attention here, Eric Wallen. We got a trend assistant and a dynamic reactor on the 4-hour coming in right here at about $4.13 to $4.14. And that's going to be a key point that it's going to need to break for me to maintain a bullish stance on this. Let's go ahead and throw a T-box on there. Shout out to TA Tim, creator of the T-box. He didn't invent rectangles, just so you guys know. You may not know that, but I love
He
calling them T-boxes.
reinvented the
He
rectangles, right?
reinvented the use of the rectangle. That's right. I like to use them, and I call them a T-box because I'm paying homage to the man, the myth, the legend, T.A. Tim. So there we go. That is what I'm looking at there on Clean Spark. You wanted to know if the bottom was in, though. I believe is your question, though, right? Can you tell me if the Clean Spark has bottomed yet? Yeah, I think this is a good double bottom here, bro. Not financial advice, but this is a really good retest for a double bottom. We did have a head and shoulders here. Oh, look, a head and shoulders that played out, Archie. Um, oh, let's see here. I want to go ahead and throw this on here so that you can see the head and shoulders, and then we'll measure it down and see how it looked. Head and shoulders, knees and toes. Um, there we go. And that would have been there. Let's go ahead and throw our line on. And let's see. Yeah, we did not get anywhere near what that breakdown would have been. That actually would have came down back to the platinum pocket. I think, therefore I am. We are also retesting this head and shoulders trend line here. So you've got a lot of resistance in this range here, bro. Be very careful right here in this box. If this is a retest and we can't get above this, we could be pushing back down. Watch for support at the 0.66 again. And then watch, we're going to go ahead and throw a support line on right here because that's obviously where we've had previous support. And then you got that measurement down to the platinum pocket. So yeah, that's what I'd be watching there. Those are the levels that you need to know about for the upside resistance and downside support, and then the target of that breakout if this is a retest of that neckline. I mean, this one here, you would say probably broke that, and that is very possible. But with the pull down we had, and now this may have fallen back into the play line. So could have been fallen back into the play file. That's what I got there. And then we had one more Algo from Elo Brown. He wants to see Algo. Yeah, if you guys have not seen the interview that Crypto Archie did over on Investing Bros with T-Shroom, you guys should check that out. That was probably one of the best interviews I've seen in a while, and I'm really excited about the one that's coming up that TA Tim did with Texas West Capital over there. That's going to be a really good one to see too. So Christopher Inks did an interview with Tim, and that one's coming. So that's going to be a good one too. Let's go check out Algo, and then we'll pull up to the duo cam, and we'll talk this out here. OC. Algo, where are you? Looking at Algorand. Oh, Algorand's looking pretty decent, man. We broke the zero line and started a new range. We fell back into it, and now we got a nice bounce here on the 236, almost working down to the 382. You can see previously this was our resistance. We had double resistance, fell all the way back through 2 layers of the fibs, back into the golden pocket there for its bounce. Now we are getting an upside move here, and looks like we're going to break that trend assistant. Let's see what else we got here for order blocks. There's nothing for order blocks. Yeah, we're about to break out of this area here, man. This is looking good. We had a hidden bullish divergence down here, the uptrend that said, hey, we're bottoming. Got the nice green momentum, big, huge, fat, fluffy cloud here. Looks like they live in, like Colorado, getting big, fluffy clouds. You know what I mean. If you know, you know. Um, hitting the bounce here off of that 30% line on RSI primed and now pulling back up too. This is looking pretty bullish on algo here, man. Be watching out on this one for take profits here about 15 cents. A lot of people might look for. So look, we got a short here, right? Again, stop losses likely set above this wick. If we pump up to here and it hits a 15% mark, you got a psychological number for sell off. Hey, my take profit's going to be 15 cents. That sounds good, right? Also would be above that range there of the previous wicks. Stop loss liquidity grab before it comes back down. Watch that 15-cent mark on algo, guys.
I would like to
Um,
say something about the algo. If you have a chance, I would like to just bring something
yeah,
up.
quickly go for it. Go for it.
Perfect. Absolutely. So first of all, this is Bitcoin. Before we go there, I want to show you something very nice here. Going down, little range, V-shaped recovery, next high, not higher than the previous range. That gave us 70% chances of ranging. Let me show you this chart. How does that chart looks like? Going down, little range, V-shaped recovery, higher, not higher than this one. That is giving us 70% chances of ranging.
Or down below for Chart Prime. It's free to join today. And on Wednesdays, OC and I do a show over there just in Discord. That is called TA Talks. That is going to be today. And what's the time on that one today? Is it 9? Is it 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or is it 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time? I don't know. Where's
It's
it at?
in 30. It's in 30 minutes from now. Starting
In
in 30
30
minutes from
minutes.
now.
So 9 a.m. my time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. In 30 minutes. If you guys are not in there, go down there. Join the free Discord for Chart Prime. It is a show open to the public. You do not have to be a subscriber. And watch TA Talks with OC and I here in about 30 minutes, guys. Thanks for joining us today on Piper Academy, where knowledge is profit. Join us tomorrow morning, same time, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, bringing you all the news, the charts, and everything you need to know to have knowledge, because knowledge is profit. We'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.
That was awesome, dude!